Hey guys, and welcome back to Midtown, or not Midtown, oh my gosh, UMRV. We are over here on the biggest field on the map, Field 31, harvesting soybeans. I've got to drive an overloader over here to help Spectre out. Let's go ahead and, I guess, bring up the map, or bring up the game. Alright. Oh my gosh, where are you at? Oh, I see you now. I was trying to open that side of the field up so we had room to maneuver like with the overloader and stuff.
Right. Makes sense.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Alright. Please through.
Man, we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, we might be still working on Field 31 come Friday.
Well, hopefully Friday I'll be there to help.
I think it's probably 4 harvester loads just to make the outside headland this field.
Wow.
I'm gonna split this thing in half, I think, huh?
Well, do you think you can get all the way across it before you get full? I'd just
Good point.
work your way back over here, and then we'll make up and down runs on this side, just the long side, and then we'll just, you know, as we get further away from the street, we'll bring the truck closer and stuff. I hate for you to get like 3/4 of the way across and then be full, because there's no room to overloader in there. Hey Nick, how you doing? I'm zoomed out. I can't even see ya. Where are you at? Are you over by a set of 2 trees, a single tree, or a grove of trees?
There ain't no trees on this side where I'm at. I'm almost at the corner where the diagonal road comes in. By the church.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're so far over there, there's a hill between us. I can't see you. Hey, Joseph, how you doing? Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Nick. So Rockhound messaged me the other day. He's got his nose buried deep in his new map. Got some creative juices have started to flow, so he's apologizing that he wasn't coming in on the streams, but he's working as much as he can on the map. Told him it's fine. Got creative juices going. You better not stop, because you might hit a roadblock and they're gonna be stuck.
I'm kind of selfish. I would love to see a new map from him anyway, so. Yeah, way to go, Rockhound.
It might be summertime.
That's fine.
And we got an American map from Bullet Bill coming out. Maybe in April time frame, he says. Maybe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, apparently he's been working on it since November. In a work in progress post he put over at FSUK, he said that he wanted to put out a 17 map that he started from scratch, as opposed to basically bringing old maps forward. All the other maps that he's put out, he's basically brought forward. He's had to deal with, I guess, the issues of the previous versions of those maps as he brought them forward. Which I was a little confused at, because I thought West Coast was an original production, that it wasn't a carry forward any type. I don't have any experience with 15. Hey Justin, how you doing? Yeah, it's supposed to be a farm in Oregon.
Oh.
Using real Google Earth imagery, lay out the fields, using Google Street View to try to get his best representation of what things look like at the streets at the road level. Apparently, somebody's helped him by getting him an authentic U.S. sign pack. Street signs are proper.
Nice.
Yeah, when you get a chance and you're pulled over and you can pull it up, there's a work in progress thread with a whole bunch of screenshots on the first page. FSUK. Hey, we are. How are you doing?
Yeah, I don't get much of that here. Not with this load. Because even when I'm stopped, I'm unloading. And when I'm at the plant loading, I'm not allowed to have my cell phone.
How long's your trip, round trip?
From leaving the yard to back to the yard, about 12 hours average.
Oh, wow.
This week, because of where we're loading at last week, it all varies. If we were loading at a closer place, so it wasn't taking as long, but we were doing multiple loads a day. So, but where I'm loading at now, it's out in western PA, so it's about 4 hours or 3 hours just to get out. And I just left the plant, and it'll take me 4 hours to get to the delivery place. And I'm going to try to do a back-to-back so I can run tomorrow's load right after this. That way I can get done early and be back to an early start, early finish, and I don't have to work throughout the weekend and not have any time to myself. But we'll see how I feel. If I can run them back-to-back, I should be done. Little afternoon tomorrow.
Are you making up and downs over there by the church?
Yeah, I'm just doing the diagonal, up and downs.
Finished off the outside up here. I see you got the... Oh, we are. What have we done so far? Well, so far today, we started harvesting this field. So we've just kind of opened up the outside of the field. And now we're going to start making our ups and downs over here on a straight edge.
It's a long walk across that field, let me tell you.
Escape and click on it.
That's alright, I need the exercise.
Oh, is your virtual farmer a little out of shape and it's all that sitting in the harvester?
Yeah, my butt's getting big from sitting on my desk chair.
And now this isn't like that Peloton Nordic track thing. You can't really get exercise virtually. You have a GPS?
I do.
Oh, grab it as I come by.
I got GPS too.
I don't think your course will help me.
Nah, I don't think so either. That's alright. I'm looking for the course play button and I'm not finding it.
Oh my goodness, he destroyed a couple liters of crop.
You weren't supposed to see that.
How come your harvester is clean?
I don't know, is this the new one you bought last stream?
Oh,
Hasn't
yeah.
gotten dirty yet?
How many hours you got? I got 10.
looks like 16.
I bought that.
You bought new harvesters?
No, I bought a third one. So we got three of the case, and then I bought the big bud overloader to help buffer as the semi goes and unloads. You can hold probably 2 full unloads of each harvester with that overloader.
Right.
I'm gonna need fuel soon. I got 175. Are you good on fuel?
834.
Hey Bob, how you doing?
So yeah, I'm fine.
Well, there's plenty of harvesting for you to go, DoughBoy. Don't worry, we're only in day 4 of early autumn. 20 more days of harvest.
Nice.
Thankfully, only 2 of the next 7 days have rain forecasted. I'm doing pretty good. Just up here having some fun. Multiplayer. Harvesting the heck out of UMRV. If you're new to the stream, new to the series, we are farming the entire map. And we've got crop in every field on the map. Except for some of the 40 fields. Some of the fields across the river we've already harvested. I think we still have crop in 47 and 46. And harvested maybe 2 or 3 fields on this side of the map so far. We've got a good, probably a good 40 fields left. Let's see, are we going to smack? I think we're going to miss. Excellent. Oh, we are gaming. You mean you want me to just tell you what I'm running? Is that what you're talking about when you say gaming setup? When I get to the end of the run, I'll escape and show you the map. I want to see what those prices are.
Somebody wants rye, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna look at the price and see if it was worth it.
I don't think we harvest much rye, did we?
We got a bin full of it. Yes, we've already emptied it. Alright, so here we go. Let's take a look. So we've already harvested fields 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 48, and 49. 24 and 23. And we are currently working on field 31. The rest of these we have to harvest at some point, and that means we also plowed all these fields, cultivated all these fields, fertilized them all, and seeded them all. So we've been running this series for quite a while, and we're almost done. Once we get all this stuff harvested, we will move on to the next project. $69. No, it's not a good price. This is okay. So I have a. Did you skip when you returned, or are you coming right back?
No, I'm skipping.
So I've got a i5 6600K. I think it is. It's the one that we can overclock, but I'm not running it overclocked. I got 16 gigs of RAM. I got 3. I don't know what these are. 37-inch monitors, maybe. But I only use the center screen for Farm Sim. I've got the that way I can monitor the stream on the left screen, and I can monitor Discord and my streaming software on the right screen. I've got a Thrustmaster wheel and some Thrustmaster pedals, and a GTX 960 NVIDIA graphics card. That's kind of what I got going on here.
Did you figure out where you're putting these beans yet?
Yeah, they're up at the pig farm. I just realized that the chat box isn't showing up. See if that's... There we go. I got that working now. That means this isn't working there. All right. There we go.
Yeah, that's a ways away. That's all right.
Pig farm? That's fine. We can dump the overloader like 3 times into that trailer before we need to unload the truck.
No, that's true.
Then we hold what, 16,000 liters per harvester, and the overloader holds 53,000. So we can dump a couple loads each into the overloader while I'm running the while somebody's running the truck to unload. So we got plenty of time. Well, I'm doing good, Ian. How are you? Yeah, V3 of UMRV seems to be in the eternal coming soon. Wish I knew how much closer they were. I do know that they are supposedly working on defining all the fields properly, so that you don't own them all, and as a result, you'll have AI crops and everything, I hope. So that's something to really respect, because the way the editor involved, the way the Giants editor works with field definitions, it really you've got to stamp out squares for field definitions. So that's why lots of your farm sim fields are square. But fields like this up here, it's going to be pretty hard. This one's going to be pretty hard. Lots of these little weird fields are going to be pretty hard to stamp out in squares to really define field definitions. It's quite the project to get that done. Hope V3 comes out before 19. That's for sure. They also have another map that they're working on that I think is Tennessee based. Hope that makes it out soon. I think Rubber Burner got lost.
No, he texted me. A buddy of his ended up stopping over.
Oh, okay.
So he's trying to shush him out the door.
It's fine. Unless he wants to shush him out the door because he doesn't want him there anyway.
If it's the same buddy I'm thinking of, he's one of those that just talk.
One of those that lingers.
Oh, was that in your way?
Yeah, it was between me and the pole here.
Sorry about that.
Hey,
That's fine.
there you go, Farmer Klein.
What?
You just passed me.
What?
A Wilson belly dump trailer just passed me on the highway. I said, there you go, you're on your way to dump your load.
Oh.
Isn't that what you're using, or are you?
Right now we're using the Rockhound Smoky and the Bandit Special because it holds 150,000 liters.
Never mind, you just passed me.
Okay, so we can dump almost 3 loads of this Big Bud overloader into that. The overloader holds 53,000. I think the case harvesters hold 12,000, so we can dump 12, 24, 48. We can dump 4.5 loads, 4.5 harvesters into the overloader before we have to dump it into the truck. Yeah, trying to make best use of our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll definitely be worth the wait.
You gotta use the bigger gear when you don't have as many people helping.
Yeah, I don't have too much issue using the oversized 150,000 liter trailer, but I am glad we're not using any souped up harvesters that run at some crazy speed or have some ridiculously large header on them.
Yeah.
I've not heard specifics, Anthony, on Skeleton. I know it's aching
Yeah,
me.
I'm not much for fast harvesters
It's
or wide
aching me
harvesters,
that it's
but I
not
do
out.
like harvesters a little bit more capacity.
The one thing that I did read is that they were planning on releasing several placeable independent mods in the mod hub at the same time the map was released. And those placeables were basically the models that were given by other modders to use within the map. And there was an issue.
Somebody's Jake break.
There was an issue with the charities. The way they wanted to do it is they wanted each placeable to go to its own charity. But the way Giants Mod Hub is working with charities is each account that you use to upload a mod basically can only have one charity associated with it. So the guy doing it all would have to basically create like 8 or 9 Mod Hub accounts, and he wasn't going to go do that. So he was basically trying to get with all of the modders that released models and see if they would be cool with it basically just going to one central charity, as opposed to being spread out over 9 different charities. And that may be what the holdup is to some degree, but I haven't heard that it's failed testing or anything. I also know that it didn't show up in the recent update as of last Thursday, the testing update. It's not been in the update from Tuesday or today, as far as the testing update. And we know that, like Crawford Farms, which is...
See what happens this pass. That last time I strayed from the course a little bit so we wouldn't hit, but see what happens.
Smack. I think if we bumped the GPS course a little wider, we'd be good.
Sure, go ahead. I'll copy it.
Seven. All right, try that. We do know that Rubber Burner's map, Crawford Farms, he got an update saying that it was pending release. And it was not listed in the update as far as testing today. And also there were no mods posted today.
Over.
Yeah. Did you adjust?
I did. Not the width, just the crop length.
Yeah, whenever you adjust the width, it will shift your course a little bit.
Yep. Moved me over almost half a header width though.
Yeah, the course was at 13.2, and the game was reporting the header width at 13.6. So I made the course 13.8. We'll see how that works. Because the headers tend to grab a little bit outside of their width. That might allow us to pass. So
Well,
Crawford,
it'll allow you to pass, but will it grab all of it without leaving a skipper?
yeah, the first little bit of the row I was skipping a little bit, but now it looks like it's pretty good. I think we're good. We'll see. Hey Frank, what's up? So Crawford Farms listed as pending release, and
Worst case scenario, it's another correction, right?
yep. and didn't make it to the mod hub today. But nothing made it to the mod hub today, so maybe it'll show up tomorrow. That's Crawford Farms. I don't know if Skeleton is pending release. It's possible. There was a post in the Giants forum in the testing thread that the quality and assurance team, the QA team, was hard at work doing some testing on the Ropa DLC stuff. And as a result, mods were going to come out in the mod hub a little slower than they had been recently. So we may not see any mods show up this week, even though they're approved for release. It's hard to say. It's a little, I would say it's annoying, but I know it's a little, depressing or whatever, that you would like to, obviously you'd like to see stuff that's approved come out as soon as possible. But at the same point, we want to have quality stuff, and sometimes it takes a little while to get out. All right. So we'll just get back to the course.
How many observers do you have tonight?
Currently 15.
Awesome.
All watching your performance. I'll say I'm doing a Mark DuPont, having the hired help work in front of me so I can watch him the whole time.
Yep, there you go.
He seems to be having a blast with the reincarnation of the Contractor series.
Oh yeah.
I think he's trying to farm the whole West Coast map, it seems.
I think so. Tell you what, it was fun being on with them.
Yeah, he's going to make a guest appearance on Churn Farm here at some point. I'm going to bring him in to harvest some potatoes.
Yep, he's gonna make a guest on one of mine too.
He was telling me.
Get on a schedule when I can get back to playing.
Yeah. He was telling me that he wanted to use that that potato digger that I used, that Russian job, the first year, but he couldn't do it on Stop and Bach in multiplayer because for some reason that mod didn't work in multiplayer, or at least on the server. So I'd say, well, let's try local multiplayer, see how that works. Run it local, and see if it'll work. If not, then I guess we'll be doing a boring potato digging with standard game stuff. Let's see. Do we hit? Oh, we hit. No, Frank, that's not Rubber Burner. That's DoughBoy's on voice chat.
Even at 13.8, you guys still hit.
Yeah, I think 13. I think probably 14 we would miss, but we might have skippers.
Right.
That's DoughBoy. He's on voice chat. He is currently in his truck, running a load of running a load.
I know when Rubber Burner and I were driving the other day, we were fine. I don't know what our settings were, but
So he couldn't participate game-wise today, but he wanted to come in and be a part of the audio.
he's just gonna blame that on the hired help. That's all.
He was saying he wanted to get me up in Canada so he could talk about me being an American. Apparently we bash him about being Canadian a lot. I didn't really think we bashed him about being Canadian a lot. I just think he's a little sensitive about being Canadian.
See, what he doesn't realize is when you come up to Canada, he's going to be bringing meat up too.
Oh.
So he's going to be outnumbered.
I heard what you did there.
What's that?
I heard what you did there.
What did I do?
You said it Canada like I do.
Oh.
But I do it on purpose. I can't wait till I'm a really old man that can mispronounce things on purpose all the time. And everyone's just like, oh, he's old and he just doesn't know any better. But in reality, I'm just mispronouncing things on purpose just to screw with people.
Right, right.
What part of Canada is he from? Anybody know?
He's an hour ahead of us, so he's further east than Virginia. Hey, Genetic J, what's up?
Say Alberta? Is that right?
He's in Alberta West. He's from Newfoundland or Nova Scotia or one of them, right?
Toronto's basically straight north of New York, right?
I don't know.
I think so too. He's got to be like Newfoundland or Nova Scotia or way to hell on the east side, just across the pond from the UK, eh?
Frank's
He's not that far from Maine.
Frank wants me to tell you hi, DoughBoy, and keep the truck on the ground.
Hey, Frank. Oh, I'm keeping the rubber side down. Trust me.
Rubber Burner's nowhere around to knock him over, huh?
No, rubber burner's not around to knock me over.
Alright. Let me unload you before you make a turn. About full anyway.
I just hit the brakes right as you were saying that.
I'll get you first.
And I got to be in DC tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's bad traffic.
Yeah, that means I
Yeah.
got to leave at 6. I should just take the metro, but you don't save that much time.
James says Nova Scotia is 2 hours ahead of Ontario, which is in Eastern. Yeah, Spectre is in-game playing. He's right there in the harvester. Wave hi, Spectre. You're on camera.
Howdy, howdy. Thank you, sir.
Problem. So what's everybody in chat think of the Ropa DLC announcement? Is it something you're thinking about getting? Something you're looking forward to?
Didn't sound good. You got a beer in your truck there, or what?
No, this road's just horrible, and this trailer is a spring ride trailer. It beats the living daylights out of me.
Whereabouts are you at right now?
Coming across northern PA, across Interstate 80. Right now I'm just north of State College. You know where that's at? Penn State.
Absolutely, that is some beautiful country up there.
Yes, it is. I'm headed to Harrisburg, heading back to my neck of the woods, but not there yet.
So Joseph's, you're looking to get the Ropa DLC?
Like I said, these roads are horrible, and when you got a spring ride trailer, it just combination of spring ride and the liquid propane just beats the living what out of you, because you can't load the trailer to the fully to the top. You only load it to 90%. You got to have an air vapor gap, because petroleum or propane is, when it's below a certain temperature, it's liquefied, which is what the majority of it is, but it still produces the vapor. So you can't load it all liquid, you have no room for it to vaporize. So the trailer's not all the way full, so the liquid's just in there sloshing, and it just makes for a heck of a ride.
I guess
Yeah,
those.
I made that.
I guess those trailers don't have any type of a diaphragm in them, or a bladder.
No.
Like
No.
like those. I think race car gas tanks have some sort of bladder or have some sort of filler material, so things don't slosh around.
Yeah, it just has foam.
I haven't seen pre-orders on 19.
My fuel cells, my drag cars, they're filled with a foam.
They're definitely doing pre-orders on the Ropa DLC.
I made that drive a couple of times in the car and really enjoyed it, but your circumstances are a lot different.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy it. Just wish it was a newer trailer with air ride. It would make a world of difference. Or I wish Pennsylvania would do a better job of taking care of their roads.
Is there any snow on the mountains up there at all right now, or no?
Oh yeah. Where I came from, there was snowing when I left, about an inch on the ground. Now there's still some residual. It's not much on the grass and on the mountains right now because we just had a warm snap and a lot of rain. But there's still some.
James, you're on console, I guess. Well, Frank, I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm going to pass on the Ropa DLC myself. I'm not super impressed with it. It's just some more potato harvesters, some more sugar beet harvesters, and some interesting other equipment that deals with root crops.
I thought I heard somewhere that State College is the geographic center of the state of PA, and that's why they built the college there, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Very well, could be. It's pretty close if it's not.
Yeah, for PC players, we already have.
Not true. It's real darn close.
We already have a 2 Ropa mods,
I'd put my money on
but of course for consoles, you all don't have access to those. I think it was $6.99, $5.99, something like that. We're about a third through the field. Oh, you didn't skip. We're gonna reenact the building of the Transcontinental Railroad.
No, I'm just going to back up and go down the next aisle. I didn't skip because I need to overload.
Okay. Now, Duck Zorly did a very interesting. He's got.
I'm just going to drive down to the Rockhound Tipper since it's right here.
Okay. Okay. Duck Zorly did a very interesting. He's done 3 very interesting videos on the Ropa DLC. The first one, he basically just reads the press release, blah blah blah, nothing special there. The second one, he talks a bit more about the equipment and a bit more about some of the comparing them to the mods. And the third one I found extremely interesting. He basically gave some a little bit of biography about the founder of the company Ropa, where he came from, and it turns out that he was contracted to basically build or design harvesters for Homer. He worked for Homer designing equipment for Homer for quite a while, and that may be why the Homer and the Ropa stuff look very, very similar. So he kind of talks about that, which is very interesting, and he talks about some of the other components and some of the other things that Ropa does that may or may not show up as maybe surprise adds to the mods or to the components. Talks a bit about I think a mod or a component that's going to be in there that looks like a belt that just picks up picks up the crop from the ground and conveyors it over to something, but it looks like it actually turns it into some type of biomass. So that could be a unique add to the game to do potatoes or sugar beets and then use this thing that converts it to some sort of biomass that maybe you could do at the BGA, or maybe use as some sort of additional fuel or revenue source. But all of that is complete total speculation on my part as to how that implement could be used. But go check out Duck Zorly's channel. Also, please go check out DoughBoy's channel. He's working on trying to get up to 500 subs, and he's up to about 3. Are you up to like 379, 380 subs, DoughBoy?
Something like that.
All right, I was just encouraging people to go check you out.
Well, thank you.
So yeah, go check him out. He's trying to get to 500 by Valentine's Day, and if he makes it by Lover's Day, then he's looking to do a giveaway. Still shooting for 500 by Lover's Day?
That's the plan. I'm not helping myself any by not being able to get on and go live, but yeah, that's the plan. We may have to revise it, but we'll see what happens.
All right. What was the plan on the giveaway?
If we hit it, we're going to do a special live stream. I don't know if it'll be on Valentine's Day, but around there, it will be called a Valentine's Day live stream, and we're going to give out at least 2, maybe 3 or 4, depending upon where my financial status is at the time, but at least 2 giveaways during the live stream. And we're going to be doing a poll here shortly to see what people want, but it'll either be one of the DLCs or a couple people said that they'd like the Mud Runner, Spin Tires Mud Runner game, something like that. Something that I can get for them on Steam, because that's the easiest way to do it.
Okay. So yeah, go check out DoughBoy's channel, and give him a sub if you're not already subbed to him, and see if we can get him up to that 500 goal by Lover's Day. Hey, Mad Skip Man, how you doing? All right, I'm taking this truck over to unload because we're at 141,000.
Oakley dokley.
Well, for all you Penn State fans, there is Nittany Lion Stadium. Driving by it right now.
It looks really nice.
Are you streaming your trip?
I wish.
I was just playing along.
That stadium is interesting. It looks a lot bigger from the inside than it does from the outside.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's a Doctor Who stadium.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the show Doctor Who on BBC America. All right, well, it's an interesting premise, but he basically travels in a British phone booth. That's his spaceship, and the whole premise is it's bigger on the inside, because as soon as you walk through the doors to get into the phone booth, it's this giant spaceship / time machine. So it uses time doctor. I haven't watched it in uses special technology, if you will, make it bigger on the inside.
Gotcha. I like coming through here at night, seeing the stadium lit up, Bryce Jordan Center lit up. Just down the road a little ways is a ski resort. See all the ski slopes lit up.
You should stop and get some ice cream at the creamery on campus.
Yeah, if I could figure out a way to get the truck on campus, I would, but I don't think they'd like the fact that there's a hazardous materials truck sitting outside.
You ever had their famous ice cream?
Oh, yeah. I've had it several times, and I've also learned not to have it when you're tailgating.
Oh, is it Is it somehow adult ice cream?
No, no, it just doesn't get along very well with adult beverage.
I wouldn't think dairy products and adult beverages get along too good other than very specific mixtures. Oh, thanks for the sub, Brayden's daily vlogs.
I've went to several concerts up here, and we come up tailgate before the concert. And it was hot one time during the summer, and of course we were partying it up pretty good. Everybody's like, we ought to go get some ice cream. Yeah, great idea, it'll cool us off. Yeah, not so great of an idea. Tasted good going down.
Hey, which Weiler has the pig farm?
Baby.
Alright, we're dumping some soybeans in the big bin at Baby Weiler's farm. Uh-oh. Just filled it.
It's full.
Yep.
See, that's what I don't like about those bins. Now, GTX is working on an app for the tablet that will work with those bins. He hasn't done it yet. But as of right now, you have no way of knowing what's inside and how much is inside or how much room is left.
Yep. So we got 400,000 liters of soybeans in that one.
How do you know that?
Because I was unloading and the truck just stopped. And nothing moved.
Yeah, but because
So,
you know what the quantity of the bin is. Gotcha.
yeah, it's the big one. So, you know, the auger didn't shift or anything, so I know it wasn't because the auger shifted.
Right.
You know how Penn State did in football? Frank's asking.
No, I don't. Hey, I got a new subscriber. Thank you, Walter Moss. Whoa. No, I don't. I'm not. You'd have to ask my wife about that. I'm not a Penn State fan. Frankly, because whenever Penn State plays, it really screws up the traffic in my hometown. And I'm an hour and a half from Penn State, so there's really no reason why it should screw up the traffic, but it does.
Is everybody driving through?
I'm actually a Florida State fan.
Yeah, uh-oh. Uh-oh is right.
Why?
Well, you got the right football conference, but not a big Florida State fan.
Either you like them or you don't.
Florida State is better than Florida, though, I'll tell you that much.
I hate to ask who you like.
Auburn.
Hey, there's the ski slopes.
What's the name of that slopes, do you know?
No, I don't.
When I was younger and lived in Maryland, we would go up skiing someplace in Pennsylvania. I don't recall the name. If I heard it, I might say, yeah, that sounds like it.
Wouldn't you go to the one by Gettysburg? That's got to be close to you.
Ski Round Top.
Yeah, yeah.
Ski Round Top's down there around the Gettysburg area. Actually, and then there's another one. No, that's actually between Gettysburg and York. I'm not sure what this one is though. And White Mountain, I think. I think it just passed the sign. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, I've never been there.
Hold for it now. I think it's White Mountain Ski Resort.
Toxic Mist. His first post in chat. LSU. Been quiet the whole time, and then we start piping up about college football. He's LSU all the way.
Are you on 99?
I just got on 322. I just got off at 99. '99 comes north and south. I got off right at State College on 322, and I'll run this right down past my house. Then I'll pick up 15 and head down towards Gettysburg and drop this off in Hanover, where they make Utz potato chips. In fact, where I deliver this at is right across the street from the Utz factory. And then I'll turn around and do this all over again.
Where do you pick that propane up from?
Up near Boise, or DoughBoys, not DoughBoys, Clarion, or Clearfield area. That's where I'm picking up this week.
Is that by Williamsport?
Further west, but yes.
All right.
A whole lot of nothing up there.
That should be set up for unloading.
That's the way I like it.
All right, now I get back to helping you. I've moved the auger. Oh.
I was looking at Google Earth trying to figure out where DoughBoy's at. It's actually trying to find the name of that ski resort, but
Frank says it's Ski Liberty, which is exactly that sounds right. All right, are you skipping? Are you coming back or what?
I'm coming back, sir.
Did you skip or are you right against the edge?
Right against the edge.
All right, I'll skip. We got Ohio State Buckeyes fan. We got an Alabama fan. UGA, University of Georgia, I guess that is.
I figured you'd have an Alabama fan. They're pretty popular. Everybody's an Alabama fan.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Eagles.
That's a. Is that a? What's the betting line on that?
I don't know, but I'm hoping they do it. It'd be nice to see them get their first one. I tell you what, they win this Super Bowl, you're never going to hear that quarterback's name again. They win it with the second string. He's going to be famous.
Good. Is Carson Wentz hurt?
What's that?
Is Carson Wentz, is he hurt? Is that the guy's name?
Oh, I forget what the heck his name is.
Are you normally an Eagles fan or are you a Steelers guy?
Steelers.
That's what I thought. Just because you're closer to Pittsburgh.
No, I'm not. I'm actually closer to you, to Philly.
Are you really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Harrisburg's closer to Philly. I grew up in, well, I can't even say that. I grew up a Steelers fan because my uncle used to play for them. I became an Eagles fan when Cunningham played for them. And I'm just not one of those guys that jumps ship to somebody. You know, I'm not a bandwagon type guy. So I'll still follow the Eagles. I haven't really followed in the past few years because I haven't been able to. Like this year, I didn't even get to watch an NFL game at all. Just because between my band schedule and work, I haven't been able to watch a game. So I'm way out of the loop as to who's playing and who's not. But
Are they loud enough for you guys?
I'm one of those weird Pennsylvanians that actually followed both Eagles and Steelers. Like I said, I have my reasons. We used to play for the Steelers back when it was leather helmets.
Hardcore.
Well, let me tell you, he was a big boy.
Well, my wife used to be a giant Ravens fan. She's basically, she cold turkeyed one night, basically said no more. She was fed up with how the little babies were acting in London with their protests, so she said, I'm done. She went as far as to take some clothing she had, and next thing I know, it's in pieces and in the trash. I'm like, what are you doing? Knowing that, you know, in 3 weeks she might change her mind.
Right.
I kind of feel the same way about the NFL this year. I didn't see much of a game either, but they are a bunch of babies, a bunch of overpaid prima donnas.
Yeah. I gave up on football about 1.5 years ago.
Bigger issue for me is not being able to catch the Bears, and they're an awful team now anyway, but I just can't get into the Skins.
Alright.
I tried. Nope.
Get around my schedule, I will watch the Super Bowl. So I can say I at least watched one game of the season. And also I like the commercial. But that also depends on the schedule.
I kind of want to know when the NFL is going to have a halftime act that the average football fan is going to enjoy.
Right.
I don't think the NFL target audience is Justin Timberlake or Beyonce or
What? Well, let's hear your suggestion.
Oh, I don't know.
Garth.
Garth would be good. Not a big country fan, but Garth would be fine.
That's right, Joseph.
Garth because he's one of the bigger known country artists that appeals to a lot of genres.
Agree completely.
I think he'd be a good one. Skinner. Just about anybody, any of the rock artists would be a good one. In my opinion. Or how about we go back to old school and let's make the cheerleaders do something, or you know, a marching band, like a drum corps. That's what you see growing up in football, right? Why should NFL be different? You know, give these guys, these kids that fight all year and audition to be in drum and bugle corps, give them an opportunity. The winner of the I forget what the sanctioning body is, but the winner of the big drum
DCI?
competition. Yeah, DCI. Thank you. Let them, you know, let one of the perks of winning the DCI competition be, you know, be the Super Bowl halftime show.
Any halftime show with the Ohio State playing would be great. I think they should do something like the Olympics do, and they should just let the host city come up with some type of a program that basically profiles or premieres what the host city or the host state has to offer. Yeah, that's kind of what they do with the opening Olympic and closing Olympic ceremonies. Is it's all about the host country and things like that.
That's a good idea too.
So, Ricky, you're asking what I think of the new Bullet Bill map. That would be, what is it, Lone Oak Farms, the one that's in work in progress over at FSUK. I am eager to see it, and I know it's going to be quite a while before it shows up. I think he's targeting something like April, May for a release. So it may be, It may be May, it may be June. It may surprise us, it may be April, but
A farm sim competition.
What?
There's your halftime show.
What's that?
A farm sim competition.
I think the propane's leaking. I think you're getting some gas in the cab. I'm eager to see it. You know, the screenshots that have been posted over at FSUK in that thread look very, very nice. Of course, you know, I think he's good with staging screenshots and everything. So it's hard to say how the map looks. Overall, it's kind of like the you know, the trailers you see on TV, the previews. All the good stuff may be in the pictures, and the rest of the map just is blah. You never know. But knowing Bullet Bill, I'm sure it's not going to be like that in the end. You know, he's posted about looking at Google Earth images, looking at Google Street View images to get an idea of how things look. You know, at the street level. As much as the Google cars can travel and everything. So I'm eager to see it. And we got other really great American maps like Tazewell County. UMRV is a really nice map. Would love for version 3 to come out at some point. That group is working on another map. I think it's Tennessee based. Love to see that show up in a beta, playable beta at some point. Of course, we've got American style maps like Midtown. Got County Line. Got No Creek. No Creek is a very, very nice American map. Based as accurate as he can on real life area, with just a few, you know, non-real life things added, simply because they're needed in the game. That is the sell point and the buy point. So it's a good time to be in Farm Sim and want American-ish maps. Mustang Valley. That's, I guess, an American stylish map. I guess Rattlesnake Valley would fall under there.
Now we're doing the Transcontinental Railroad thing.
Yeah. I figure we'll both need overloading. By the time we get close, we'll be over 50% each. It's like the what is that Footloose movie where the scene where they're playing chicken with tractors.
Don't think I remember that.
Me neither.
Yeah, Frank, I don't think too much about that map because, quite honestly, I wasn't overly. It's not a map that I was overly impressed with. Definitely not a map that I have much interest in playing. So as a result, I kind of forget about it. True, console guys, they kind of get this short shaft, and I kind of feel bad for y'all. Hopefully with 19, maybe things will be more uniform across all platforms. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, in Footloose, there's a scene where, you know, the new kid from the city, you know, the one who wants to dance all the time. He's on somebody's farm, and they basically put him on a tractor because they think it'd be funny, and you know, he can barely drive it and stuff. It's obviously nothing like a car. And then, you know, the cocky, jerky, you know, guy in the movie is on another tractor, and basically, they're going at each other. One's got a front. I think maybe they both have front loaders, and you know, the one guy's raising and lowering his bucket. And I don't know who. Somebody gets his shoestring stuck on the on one of the pedals. Doesn't make sense that it would be the accelerator because tractors of that era really didn't have accelerators. They just had foot throttle or hand throttles. Joseph says Footloose. Was I saying something else?
No, you said Footloose.
Okay. And eventually the the country kid ducks or chickens out and drives his tractor in the ditch. But I can't remember if it's the city guy or the country guy that gets his shoestring stuck. I kind of think it might be the city guy, and that's why he didn't ditch, because he was too preoccupied with his foot being stuck.
Our hero, Kevin, huh?
Is that the guy's name?
Kevin Bacon, yeah.
Oh yeah, the actor. Oh, apparently there's been a remake of Footloose. Razor Eddie says they were both using front loaders. Cowboy, I guess the country guy, got his shoelace stuck, and it was the original Footloose, not the remake. We're getting to twilight. We're getting that color shift on the map. Things starts to look a lot nicer, I think, when it gets twilight.
This field seems to have a lot of little teeny bumps in it. Headers rocking back and forth as we're driving.
Yeah, and I think he basically hand sculpted the whole map, as opposed to using scripts, or, you know, there's this process of taking real life elevation data and somehow scripting it onto the map. But he didn't do that. He basically, every undulation is him going in and basically doing a function in the editor to raise and lower the ground. Which is quite a feat in itself, because if you've ever messed with the editor and tried to do that, it's extremely easy to all of a sudden you have a giant crater or a huge mountain right in front of you.
Just about any of these sim games that have maps like City Skylines or Roller Coaster Tycoon or this one, the terraining has got to be the hardest to get good at.
Yeah, I think that's why so many maps are fairly flat. Or there's now blank maps that have like rolling hills and various elevations already in them.
I think it's hysterical because there's a lot of talk on these sites about an American style map or German style maps, and people say that anything that's flat with big square fields is an American style, and this is the only map that comes close to what farmland looks like around me. Only map that I played on, let's just put it that way.
Oh yeah, now when Crawford Farms comes out, I think you'll like that one. It's very reminiscent to Rubber Burner's area, which would be fairly reminiscent to all of most of the East Coast. But yeah, we're not all giant flat fields, that's for sure. You got Tazewell County. That's based on real life Google satellite imagery.
Yeah, that's the map I'm going to be playing next.
No Creek, no Creek. Lone Oak. That's the Bullet Bill map. Whenever it finally hits. I think we're just over halfway. We're kind of getting to the narrow part of the field.
I'm going to need overload. Nope, thought I'd make it, but I didn't.
These truckers really irritate me. Wish the cop was sitting down here. Coming down off this one mountain, it's a 20-mile-an-hour truck zone to come down off of it. This trucker's flying by me like I'm sitting still.
Now, Ricky, version 2 is going to be hitting the Mod Hub very soon. Pretty major change. Well, not major, but a lot of changes have been done to the main farm and some other areas. So, if you haven't seen version 2, Eustace Pharmer and Grizzly Bear Sims both have posted videos. They both have access to version 2 early. I encourage you to go check out them. They're both linked in my description. You'll also check out The Sim Station. He's actually the map author of Tazewell County. He's doing a more realistic series on his map. And what better source of information or seeing a map than to get it straight from the guy that made it. His videos are really fun to watch because he's always really excited in the videos, and it really, it almost gets you just as excited as he is to watch the videos as he is excited to to put them out there. Gonna grab this as a screenshot. Pretty slick. All right. Grab the screenshot of us harvesting with the sunset in the background.
Yeah, now that we're in tight formation, that makes a good picture.
After we get turned around, I'll put it in Discord. Yeah, it took all stream to finally get us lined up, but we got her now. Even more fun when you get 3 or 4 all in a nice row like that. There you go. It's in the screenshot section. Whenever you get a chance to look at it.
All right.
It'd make a nice wallpaper. Cutting right in front of me. Look at that. Just like a Northern Virginia driver. Just cut you right off.
Well, you yell at me every time I damage the crop, so.
Yeah, profits are lean here on the farm. We only own the whole county, so we don't want to waste too much.
Oh, so it's money that drives you here. I thought it was a noble cause, like you wanted to feed the world. That's what you were trying to push off on us last time.
Yeah, feeding the world's a good thing.
Yeah, now we see your true colors. It's all about the money.
Well, it took a lot of money to. I had $6 million invested in this place when I started it. Let's see how much I come out ahead. Our little South American endeavor lost me money. I don't know how that happened. I put $10 million in on that, and I think we came out with like $8 million after we sold everything.
A little too much tequila from the farm workers, I think. Little mezcal. Wait, we were growing sugar cane, so I guess that would be rum probably, right? Yeah, we were talking about what you want to see in the next Farm Sim edition. How about agave?
Oh, you want to make some tequila, huh?
Tequila, mezcal, you know, whatever. Actually, I can't stand tequila, but whatever.
Me neither.
It tastes like what you're hauling there.
Makes me mean.
Makes you mean, did you say?
Yeah. Some reason when I get to kill you drunk, I get mean. Why I don't drink it.
I just can't stand the taste. It tastes like drinking gasoline.
Oh. Almost got it all in there. Alright, your overloader's almost empty. Oops. Well, I think I missed the way out of the field, so we're just gonna a little off-roading. Alright, see you later, Razor. Hey, Brandon, how are you doing? Oh, we just blew through an intersection. There's where we want to go. Oh. Making our way over the pig farm. Running stoplights. Well, that's not good, Brandon.
Klein, you're going to run out of fuel in your harvester when you come back.
I know. Alright, you want to skip night?
All right, whenever you're ready.
Frank, I don't know what your question is. Will Upper Mississippi be available to what? Oh, version 2.1 should be still available to download. There should be a link to the group's Facebook page, and stickied or pinned to the top should be a download for 2.1. Now version 3 is supposed to be coming out soon. Then again, the last update on that was back in November, as in soon. So we are now almost 2 full months after that, and it's still soon. But so we can just sit around, we can just wait. That's about all we can really do. If you haven't started playing on 2.1, I wouldn't advise doing so. If you do want to move to version 3, because version 3 will require a new save game. I've already said that, so we do know that much for information. See here. There it is.
Perfect timing. Look at that.
And now I gotta find my water or my fuel tank.
It's where you last left it.
Someone last left it. Alright, so we're at the sheep area. There. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's on the POW truck. It'll be on PC only. Because this is a 4X map, and 4X maps are, as I understand, not compatible with console. Oh, well, I missed the entrance
Learned
there.
something new the hard way tonight, Farmer Klein.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't get an Arby's roast beef sandwich, the new one, the half pounds, and expect to eat it while going down the road.
how does it fall apart?
It's huge, messy. Doesn't work very well.
I like their commercials. Guy gets on, we've got the meat.
Yeah.
Alright, let's refuel this puppy up.
Good fish sandwiches over there too.
Yeah, there is.
So the wife's car has got that Sirius radio. And we don't pay for it, but every so often we get something in the mail saying that we get 2 months free. So we always sign up for it to get 2 months free. And we're listening to it today, and she had it on some comedy channel. The guy was doing a little skit about fish sticks. He said, I don't know what part of the fish sticks come from, but it's the best part. If I ever get a lot of money, I'm going to open a restaurant, and all we're going to do is sell fish sticks. So then she tells me for lunch that she wants fish sticks.
Not too many places where you can get good fish anymore, fast food.
No.
Seems like they're closing all the Long John Silvers. Used to be a chain called Arthur Treacher's. I don't know where they're at anymore, but haven't seen them in a long time.
Never heard that second one.
Nah, me neither.
You have Captain D's by you?
No. Never heard of that either.
I think we had a Captain D's that shut down many years ago. What's the one that's partnered with A&W? I don't think I've seen any farm commercials on TV.
I don't know. That's a new one on me.
I think it might be Long John Silver's. I don't know. I refuse to eat there because the place is awful.
To each zone. I kind of miss Long John Silver's.
Well, I'm sure it is somewhere else, but that place is awful. It's I think it's a Long John Silver / A&W root beer. So you can get burgers through the A&W side, or you can get, you know, your fish stuff. But the only thing going for it is you can get a get an iced mug, and then draw some A&W off the tap. I figure we'll go up and down a couple more times and then just call it an evening.
One and a half more full harvesters or so.
Yeah. We put a good hurting on the field. Not going to finish it tonight, but 2 harvesters, 2 hours. Put a pretty good cut on it.
It's a big field.
I think 3 harvesters in 2 hours probably could have come close. Yeah, and with the 5x clock time, I don't know, did we start this stream early in the morning on the 4th day, or was it kind of midday?
I don't remember.
But it could, I mean, this field probably could take a day and a half of game time at 5x with 2 harvesters. For the size of the field that I think it's supposed to represent, I think that's pretty accurate. I think this field is about 30 hectares in size. I can't really pull it. Well, I don't have any way of pulling it up. We don't have course play on the server. Course play really wasn't compatible with multiplayer servers for quite a while. It is now, but we don't have course play on here in order to really tell us what size the field is. Oh, that's no problem, Frank. I understand it.
No, don't start yawning now.
Oh, I've been. Robert Burner started it before his stream, and I've been yawning ever since.
Alright, let's get to the end of this run and then we'll just, out again. I know you like that bale storage, those bale storage shed, Spectre. GTX says he's got an updated version uploaded to get approved in the mod hub. I think he made the buildings smaller, physically smaller. I think.
Okay.
I think they may take the same amount of bales.
Do they take square silage bales now?
I don't remember the exact details. He was telling me about that as he intermixed with some about 3 other stories. So got them all mixed up.
When did you talk to him last?
This afternoon. Wasn't about
cool.
it wasn't about the bale storage stuff, but this afternoon.
That bale storage was part of the discussion last time we streamed, right? When he came on after the stream and...
Yeah, that and lots of other stuff. But it's a good discussion.
Yeah, he stayed on a while and was talking with me and Rob. The Kiwi. Good guy.
Yeah, very talented modder, and it's nearly completely out of it. Some folks over at Ellis Mod Company encouraged him to come back in. But, got really discouraged and really frustrated with some inappropriate mod behavior, or mod reuse, maybe I should say.
Precision farming here. The harvester drill team.
Frank says night there, Spectre.
Good night.
Hi, Frank.
Might as well fill up while you were here.
Oh, that is a very cool screenshot.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool. With the moon.
Alright guys, so I want to thank you guys for coming out and watching tonight. We will be back here on UMRV on Friday evening. around 9:30 Eastern time is when we started up. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you come out and join us next time. And I encourage you to go check out DoughBoy. His link is in my description. He couldn't join us today. He was busy driving the truck, but he did join us in voice chat. He's trying to get 500 subs by by Thanksgiving, or not by Thanksgiving, but by Lover's Day. So if you're not a subscriber of DoughBoy, go check him out. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button for him. Until next time, guys, happy farming.